Okay, draft links are out to both teams. Just waiting to get started, and we'll see how this goes. I do agree with Twitch chat right now. I do expect rag bans all day as well. It'll be interesting to see if that's really what happens or not. Rag is super strong, especially if you stand in fire. Old WoW players will remember, get out of fire, it's bad. But we'll see how that goes. Okay, looks like Black Coffee's ready to start the draft. Just waiting on Squirtle Squad, and then we will be on our way. Interesting side note, there is actually a professional League of Legends Squirtle Squad team that does pretty well at the last League tournament. I know we're not League fans here, but just an interesting little side note about Squirtle Squad. These are not the same guys. They may be loosely affiliated, but not the ones that were participating in the last League tournament. And I miss my boys. Usually I have Mystic or Shiz here to help me fill the empty space. And here we go. Now we're drafting. First ban, of course, going out to Squirtle Squad. With a quick Sylvanas ban, they want to make Black Coffee choose to either take Ragnaros or ban Ragnaros or ban something else and let them have Ragnaros. And they ban the Ragnaros. There it is. Always interesting when you have an OP character, you can do things like, let me get what I want, and a quick Diablo pick. Diablo, the Lord of Terror, strikes again. That's all I'm looking for. It's going to be a great game. No Ragnaros and a Diablo. We'll have to see if they follow that up and try to 2-tank it or use Diablo as just a regular tank. Back over to Black Coffee with a quick Artanis pick. Artanis with his new E while he's doing his Q is quite interesting, and you can do some really, really crazy stuff with repositioning someone from the back line into your damage and just let them sit there and die quickly. And a Lunara pick. Lunara doing a ton of damage to the Immortals in the middle during the fight over who's going to get what. So, two interesting picks and solid picks for Black Coffee. Squirtle Squad thinking carefully about what their next pick is going to be. Apologies, was looking for some cough drops for a minute. Apparently I don't have any up here with me. Malf is a great pick. Super strong support. The roots definitely helpful when you think about locking a character down to get a kill. Still waiting on that last pick. They really haven't shown much of their composition yet. They have a tank They have a healer, 3 slots open to kind of do whatever they want with. And Tychus, always a safe pick. Tychus doing a lot of damage. And if they go into, if Black Coffee goes into a double tank, Tychus will just get that much more value. And with an Artanis, I expect to see another warrior in that front line. But shifting into Black Coffee's bans, let's see what they ban out for their second ban. There's Squirtle Squad's really not showing anything here to help Black Coffee with a specific ban. So it looks like they're just going to get rid of the Falstad to eliminate that global presence. Falstad's still doing good damage, and having that global presence can be super helpful to Squirtle Squad. And let's see what we have next for a ban from Squirtle Squad. Legaue, taking away one of the stronger healers. He does good damage and heals at this point after this last patch. So Legaue is moving his way back into the front of the meta from a support point of view, in my opinion. So that's a good ban, especially as Black Coffee hasn't picked their support yet. So let's see who they end up going with. Murden, straightforward, good, solid frontline tank. Interesting that they didn't maybe survivability, I guess, on Murden is stronger than ETC. Would have liked to have seen an ETC there. I feel like he's still, even with the recent changes to Diablo, I think ETC is still probably the best tank in the game. Murden definitely has survivability, and Jaina is a good damage pick. Leaving their support for the last pick. Okay, let's see how that works. I'd like to have seen them pick a support earlier, so their last pick could have been a reaction to the final 2 picks from Squirtle Squad, just enabling them to react if they need to. I guess they're going to react with a support instead of with a damage dealer. Squirtle Squad taking some time, thinking about what they want their final 2 picks to be. Going with a Karazim. That's interesting. Karazim does a good amount of damage. Even if you build him DPS, he still has some off heals that can help Mouth out in a pinch if he needs to. But it's a good choice here. In Tracer for a final pick. The most annoying character in the game, in my opinion. Hate Tracer so much. A good Tracer can do a lot of damage and never really be in danger. So this could be interesting. And let's see what Black Coffee goes with their support pick here. Brightwing. Okay. Brightwing's a solid support. Polymorph to maybe control the Diablo so they can go hard on their backline. We can see how that works out for them. Overall, I think that's an interesting draft, though. We will see how that plays out in the game.
Yitar, guide my path.
Okay, that looks good. Just getting players readied up and we'll get in. Overall, pretty solid draft on both sides, though. And the red team, Black Coffee, we have Eliana on Jaina, Murky on Muradin, that's going to throw me off all game, Sheal on Brightwing, Harl Burtok on Artanis, and Moon on Lunara. On the blue side with Squirtle Squad, we have Ember on Karazim, Toon Slim playing that Diablo, Swabs Magoo on the Tychus, Resolve to Solve on Tracer, and Cripsy on the Mouth. Should be an interesting game. Looking forward to this. I think, in my opinion, Squirtle Squad won this draft. But we'll see how this turns out in the game. There's really no telling.
Prepare yourselves for battle, heroes.
Looking at first talents, looks like Muradin's looking to increase Stormbolt damage. Always an interesting choice. And looking at it, looks like we're gonna get maybe a quick little 5-on-4 in the bottom lane right away. Lunara might split early, might not. We'll see how that goes.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And Kerosene definitely going the damage, first damage talent. Always fun when you overstay your welcome in that first push. Should be a dead Artanis there, but he's able to get some shields and get out of there. Meanwhile, Diablo getting a little bit low and might die here. Jaina trying to finish him off, but he is going to escape. So we just do a little bit of damage around both sides of the teams. Nobody dying quite yet. Artanis did have to be back all the way, so it's going to take him a little while to get back. Meanwhile, Blue's still pushing the lane a little bit, and Diablo finally being out to refill his health. Meanwhile, looking at the top lane, it looks like Lunara is winning the lane against Tracer, against Kerosene, but not getting a whole lot of kills in there, just winning that lane. Bottom lane still a 4-on-4. Diablo looking to find someone to pick off here. Nothing really going around. Both teams kind of posturing, doing what damage they can to each other, poking and just keeping the lanes clear. First couple of minutes on this map should always look about the same. And here we go. Immortals are spawning. Looks like Squirtle Squad's trying to push Black Coffee into their base on the bottom lane. And good spawn location for the side of Squirtle Squad here. Doing a good bit of damage against Squirtle Squad against Black Coffee here. They might pick off this Artanis. Tracer's going deep for it, but that may have just cost her life. And it does indeed. We get 2 Black Coffee kills on the side of Squirtle Squad almost immediately, and this should give them the first immortal pretty quickly. Looks like Brightwing's got to be back, but she'll be back momentarily with her teleport. And here we go into the side swap. Oh, very, very nice position for Squirtle Squad. On their side, they're just going to burn this down and get almost a full strength immortal out of it. Artanis going in to try and do something. Slow him down a little bit with the defense, but really it wasn't going to help. That's a, let's call it 73% strength immortal going top lane. And they're immediately diving on Brightwing trying to pick him off, and they get her. That was a great kill between Tracer and Kerosene there. Meanwhile, Artanis and Lunara are already up top lane to try and defend this. Muradin also there, and it looks like Squirtle Squad is going to try and press their advantage. Looking to press in with this almost full strength immortal. Artanis trying to eat Diablo behind the gate and ends up paying for it with his life. And that's going to get him the first gate and possibly this first fort. Brightwing is back into the fight now, and Tracer's getting controlled, but they're still getting a lot of value out of this first immortal. An impressive amount of value, actually. Typically, you'll just see the first gate go down. But this time they got the fort, they're going to get that turret, and they may even get part of the keep fort. Murky looks like he disconnected. Neither team asking for a pause, though. Murky's already back into submerged. It's played no longer by a bot. And that's going to cost Artanis his life. Muradin in deep. He's definitely, yep, he's looking to die there as well. And they're going to just keep pushing. They no longer have the immortal, but they're going to take this keep wall. And they may even try to get more. They have a 2-level lead, a talent tier lead. And nope, it looks like they're going to back out here and go for camps. Mouth being to refill his mana. Everybody else may be coming bottom to try and finish off this fort wall. Yep, it does appear that that's what's going on. Diablo watching that bush, and the rest of Black Coffee picking up their bruiser camp. Or their shaman camp, rather. Meanwhile, Diablo goes deep to pick off that Jaina and is rewarded with the kill. That was a great move by Diablo. He had vision on the rest of Black Coffee and was able to go in and grab that Jaina and get that kill. And they're going to back off after just getting the front wall and the fountain, which is a good move by them. The bottom lane is now secure. There's no way for Black Coffee to quickly tap, and they have a lot of map control at this point. Looks like they're going to pick up the bottom siege camp, let that go in. Meanwhile, Diablo looks to be picking up their Squirtle Squad's shaman camp. And the rest of the Squirtle Squad's just going to stay behind and clear that lane for the siege giants and then help Diablo finish off this camp. Just in time for the immortals to spawn. Meanwhile, top lane we have Tychus cleaning up the wave. And very, very top, unseen by the rest of the Squirtle Squad, is Artanis picking up that top siege giant lane. So it looks like he is going to be able to finish that off by himself while the rest of Squirtle Squad and the rest of Black Coffee goes and engages, but it looks like 2 players just left the game. Still no pause, please, from the other team. Alright, there it is. And Squirtle Squad did pause the game. So we're going into a quick pause. Look at some stats while we wait for them to get back. You can see Tracer's doing a lot of work, followed quickly by Tychus with hero damage, and then Diablo doing lots of work. So, looking at the talents real quick. Looks like Tracer's maybe 40% done with her level 4 quest talent. Nobody else is really working on any. We do have cleanse on Mouth, always safe. This talent right here turns Diablo into a crazy good tank. I love that talent now. The Diablo rework was great. And it looks like we're back into battle.
Welcome back, mortal.
Looks like we're going to have a huge fight down here at the bottom of Mortal. Black Coffee definitely looking to engage on Squirtle Squad, but this may not be the fight they want. Squirtle Squad is on 10 now, and they have a chance to really push that advantage if they want to. And instead it looks like a couple of them are going to pull back, finish the Immortal, while it looks like Tracer's going to finish off that Brightwing. So, down 2 men, down ultimate abilities, with a almost full strength Immortal again. This could be very, very dangerous for Black Coffee. Everybody posturing up, getting ready for the defense. All 5 members are down in the bottom lane for Black Coffee. And it looks like all 5 members for Squirtle Squad are making their way to the bottom lane. So if Squirtle Squad can pick up a pick or 2 here, it is possible for them to end game. They're definitely going to have to get the pick, though. They're looking at most of that shield for the Immortal still there. Ultimate's coming out. Odin's out doing damage. Looks like they're going to try to push this, and they may try to end here as well. All it'll take is one character coming out a little too far, Diablo grabs them, and that could be the end. And there it is. Artanis got caught and eliminated between 7-sided strike and Diablo's charge into the corner. That was the end of Artanis there. And they are still pushing it, trying to get these keep. They'll get the keep. The Immortal still has a little bit of a shield, and they just picked off Lunara. I'm sorry, and a Brightwing. So they're definitely going to try and finish here. Diablo popping the Lightning Breath, getting some damage on that core. Mortal on the core, and Diablo zoning everybody else off. That was a great, great finish there with Malfurion even popping his Twilight Dream. And yes, Squirtle Squad is playing in Pro League right now, Black Coffee Division 3. I'm sure that did sting a little bit. But you can see, just looking at the stats, Squirtle Squad just coming in strong. And unfortunately for Black Coffee, they just ran into that wall. But it was a good game by both teams, and a good try by Black Coffee. And we will see how Squirtle Squad continues to progress through the tournament.